Hi friends, Malika here from Malika Semper Astrology, coming to you from the floor in my living room as I just finished yoga and I didn't want to go into my office. So here we are. Huge week this week. I want to speak to the eclipse. I want to speak to Mercury retrograde. So let's start with the eclipse. The eclipse coming in Wednesday, Thursday this week, the 19th and the 20th, depending on your time zone where you live. The eclipse lands at 29 degrees Aries. So first things first, grab your chart and find where 29 degrees of Aries is. This is quite significant because if you know about the 29th degree, it's the anaretic degree. If you have any planets or any cosmic bodies happening at 29 degrees of a sign, this is the most mature, wise, old-souled expression of this particular sign. So an eclipse coming in the last degree of Aries, this is about our own fierce independence and our ability to fight for what we want. So look to see what house 29 degrees of Aries lands in your chart, and this will tell you what area of life this eclipse is activating for you. An eclipse in Aries is going to bring in accelerated growth. Everything happens very quickly. We don't really have time to plan it out or schedule it out or think about it. Growth happens so quickly, sometimes unexpectedly, and it comes in and it's like, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And sometimes it could kind of catch us off guard. Sometimes it can feel a little bit destabilizing because things happen so quickly. And the beauty of it is that we don't have to go through months and months of growth and healing and work. It just happens so quickly with an eclipse. So 29 degrees Aries, this is on the Libra Aries axis. So it is about where in your life can you fight for what you believe in? Can you fight for love? Can you fight for a relationship? Can you fight for your family? Can you fight for yourself? Really, it's about our independence and our autonomy with an eclipse in Aries. And it's also this dance between who you are on your own, standing on your own 2 feet, versus who you are in partnership, because it is that axis of Libra and Aries. And so really recognizing where you are too dependent, where you're constantly relying on others versus where maybe you are too independent, where you think you want to do everything solo and by yourself and you can handle it, you don't need anybody. So it's this fine balance between both. Okay, Aries, Libra. Now we also have Mercury retrograde this week as well coming in. And all of that happens in Taurus. 15 degrees of Taurus going back to, I believe, 5 degrees of Taurus. So look to see where that lands in your chart. And that will be the area of life, whatever house that activates, where you're being asked to slow down, to revisit, to finish things up that have been left open for too long. It's the area of life where we want to stop and read the fine print. We want to stop and smell the roses. We don't want to rush through this area of life, because if we rush during a Mercury retrograde, that's when the shit hits the fan. That's when things fall apart. That's when the alarm clock forgets to be set before you go to bed, right? So it's the slowing down. It's really dropping into the stillness, the slowing pace of life, and really being in the moment with Mercury retrograde. I happen to love Mercury retrogrades because that slowing down does happen. And it just gives us an opportunity to not let life or things pass us by. So eclipse, 29 degrees Aries, fast growth, big things happening coming in, and Mercury retrograde, 15 Taurus, back to 5 Taurus. What areas of your life are being affected by these? One area has major, super fast growth with the eclipse. The other area, you're being asked to slow down and revisit and take care of things. Okay, so enjoy this big week, and I'll be back next week. Take care, you guys.